And here we are.
Oh,
Cool
Jesus.
Good
Beans Live.
evening. Good evening, everybody.
Hello, Tonkin. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine.
Eddie Gannon.
Hello.
How's life?
Fine, that'd be dozy.
Have you calmed down?
Fan bloody
Since
tastic.
strumming your guitar so wildly?
I do a lot of strumming, as you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Good man. Good man. Nice to see you. And of course, the person who the life's been made for. Saucy Sore Throat Vicks.
Fuck off. Oh, thank you.
Somebody
I'm
said
getting the
they've got
blame.
some mayonnaise for your throat. I don't know who that was.
Vicks feels so
Unfortunately, you're allergic to it.
warm and fuzzy inside.
Jesus.
Yeah. She's on the side. Oh, we got one viewer.
Yeah, that's me.
Everybody, welcome. Steve Ronan, I'll put the link out if you want to come on.
As if he's going to fucking come on and deal with us for. He's got a lot to fucking answer for.
Well, we'll leave that to another live. Doesn't matter. Some things
He's
are
got the Irish temper right
irrelevant.
here. Anyway.
Some things are irrelevant. I'm not going to mess around with banners because somebody might say something that doesn't deserve a banner. But no, so it was an interesting evening last night. It was, I was too shit scared to come on, to be honest.
Yeah. I thought that, all right.
I don't know. I didn't fancy pissing myself because I pissed myself laughing at one point.
Are you saying, Marshall, you're more of a pussy than my actual cat?
No, it was just the way I got. It kind of caught me in a funny way when I fucking saw certain
Explain.
people blowing gaskets and fucking all the rest of it. I couldn't hold the bloody piss in. It was that bad.
Yeah,
Jesus.
but you like it when someone has a good blow.
Yeah.
If you gotta go, have a blow.
Fuck me, Jesus. Thought someone was going to blow fucking COVID my way.
Rona's on its way to you, Marshall.
Hope not. Well, we've got one viewer. So, whoever it is, welcome. So, how did you find last night, Vic?
Oh, it was very enlightening. My throat loved it, by the way, as you can hear. I think I'll follow my doctor's advice next time. When you're trying to get over a chest infection, don't start yelling.
No, it doesn't help.
No, it fucking didn't, did it? Jesus Christ. Oh, well. It needed to be done. It needed to be said. So,
At least people found some common ground in the end.
what? That we all found our yelling
Not
voices.
everyone, but some. You know.
What was it?
It wasn't all
1,
bad.
2, 3. Everybody start yelling.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Just shut up a minute. Shut up, right? Shut up, you fucking dope.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Shut up, you dope. Right, you say your piece. And that's what I thought as well. But the thing was...
I mean, I thought the whole point in going on people's lives was to talk, but not shut up. You know? Or am I missing the
what
point?
a tactic. Telling someone to shut the fuck up, yeah? Letting the next person talk and then interrupting them.
Oh, I'm used to it. Talking to
Yeah.
Irish by now, but, you know, it's all good.
I didn't know you learnt that tactic from you, Vic.
Oh, fuck right off. And congrats to your over 100 subs now.
No, don't be kidding me. Fucking it'll be 98 later on. You what?
No, my friend said he subbed to you, so he won't unsub to you. He's loyal. So
I'm on
you're
about
right.
all the other fuckers that do it regular.
He won't unsub.
You're talking about that friend that stole my idea.
Oh
Amazing.
yes, my very tall friend.
Two viewers, welcome this evening.
It's
You wanna-
mad though that he's actually
There's
taller.
many girls on your channel.
Eddie, fucking hell, go
I might
see
stop.
me.
I wouldn't be the shadow if I didn't. You know what I mean?
Eddie, you're a lurker, you. Jesus Christ. But I actually thought, my ex of 6'6", was just slightly over 6'6", was like the tallest person. But like, my other friend is taller than him. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. No.
Look, it's in Blind Date or Naked Attraction.
Naked attraction.
I
This is the cool hub.
have never seen him naked. I've seen him with his top off, but no, I haven't seen him naked.
Tonkin's got a bigger one.
But he's DJ'd around mine with his top off a few times.
Yeah. Well, Victor said I can never wear a mankini around her.
No, I don't really want people wearing mankinis around mine because
Eddie Gannon.
my neighbours have already got it in for me as it is about thinking I'm a right freak as well.
Do you fancy doing a song?
No.
Just to welcome the newcomers as they arrive?
I know.
As long as you don't like start doing the death march or something like that, or
Would everybody please mute when Eddie starts singing?
no.
Does your friends, Tony and Katie, have my details, Eddie?
I don't think so. I don't know, to tell you the truth.
Would you pass a message on to him when you get a moment?
I mean, if I don't have proper contact with them, but
Okay, that's fine. I just thought that, they were nice people.
Yeah, they are nice people. Very
And
nice people, in
interesting,
fact.
like just different. It's, someone new.
Yeah.
As a couple, I mean, some people were making comment about them being Tony or Tracy. So what? They're sharing a fucking channel. Doesn't matter, does it? They were nice people.
But how about play the guitar? Eddie play the guitar and Vic sing I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts.
Sod off.
Can we play Brown Girl in the Ring?
Oh my God.
The only thing Irish in Steve is Steve Rowland's cock.
Jesus.
I've seen the old man in the closed down market, be kicking up the paper in his worn out shoe. In his eyes you seen him pride, held hands loosely by his side. Yesterday's paper, telling yesterday's news. How can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? So let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rag. She has no time for talking, just keeps right on walking, carrying her home into carrier bag. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? So let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. In an all-night cafe at 11:15, same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world of the rim of his teacup. Each day lasts an hour, and he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? So let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind. Have you seen the old man outside the seaman's mission? Memory fading, the medals that he wears. In a winter city, the rain cries a little pity. Each one more forgotten hero, and the world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me you're lonely and say for you that the sun don't shine? So let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something that'll make you change your mind.
That was great, Eddie.
Thanks, Duncan.
Great stuff, Eddie.
Hey, Laggy.
Great stuff, mate. That reminds me of, well, believe it or not, it's an art teacher who used to sing that with the old guitar when I was at school. He's all right guy, actually. But yeah, nice song. Ralph, was it Ralph McTell or something who sung that?
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, that's how I knew about that song. But yeah, he used to strum that one a little bit with the old guitar. Nice tune, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful tune.
How long have you been singing that one?
About 20 years now.
Probably one of your first ones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's like a classic, isn't it? No, fair play to you, mate. Timeless, that one.
It is. Great show.
Oh, dear me.
Well,
Oh, I didn't think it'd be long before people notice my voice has gone to shit again. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. It's just put it like this. I sort of like started yelling last night. That's what sort of happened. But hey, it is what it is.
Had to be
I don't
done.
know. Well.
No, it turned out all right. We've got 5 viewers. Welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely Monday morning. Yeah, not always the best time for people. Yeah,
Hey,
got
hey,
work.
D.
D-Johns. Respect, brother.
The great, the
Hey,
one, only
Sister.
Jesus.
She's not a brother. She's a sister. Fucking
Oh,
hell.
sorry. I thought D-Johns. Sorry, D-Johns. I should know better.
D. Johns is a female.
Okay, so she's probably got had a sore throat for the same reasons that you have.
Well, D. Johns yelling. Maybe, I don't know.
Stripping carrots.
jeez.
Stripping carrots for the Sunday roast, eh?
Well, women do tend to yell a lot more than blokes.
I heard that certain people can suck a golf ball through a bloody garden hose.
Which is some feat, I tell you.
Yeah. Serious PSI for that. Well, it's what is it now? We're talking 2 in the UK, and it's only 10 o'clock ish in the USA. No, it's actually 8 o'clock.
9
Around
o'clock.
8 o'clock. It depends
9,
where you are, doesn't it? About 8 o'clock.
9, 8, and 7 is
Yeah, 9, 8, and 7. Yeah, let's really But yeah, it's still early times, isn't it? I mean, they must think we're lunatics over here. The way we do the whole night, or some nights.
or 6, I should say. Anyway.
So I hope Maxine's good anyway, Clint, and she's coming round a bit because she needs to be getting over to my house as quick as she can.
The Clint fella.
Now, Clint, it'd be nice if you come on the panel at some point, mate. Say hello. With Maxine as well. It'd be lovely. I'm not saying I'm going to be live all the time or even on a Fixes one. She's going to be doing a few more, aren't you, hun?
It depends on my voice. I can.
I mean, you've got Eddie Gannon as well. Would you like to put your link up there, Eddie?
He'd have to be a mod to do that.
Yeah, I'm just going to work that out quickly.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I'm going to work that out quickly to sort the mods out. Because if you're not sub to any gathering, you know, he'll be doing a few lives here and there, and same group of people.
You're doing some content as well.
Yeah, it's
Like I did this evening.
various. Explain away, mate.
2 movies, basically.
Sorry, what you've starred in 2 movies? So I'm a bit like
I
slow
don't-
today.
I done bit of content, like and I reviewed 2 movies. The one we were basically watching last night, and the Smile movie. As you do.
I'm sure.
That's what channel needs. It needs, you know, a bit of variety. Too many people, they do try to stick on one thing, and really sometimes there isn't enough things you can do when you just do one thing. So the better channels when you do a lot of different stuff. Okay.
Well, variety is the way to go, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, Tonkin, you're gonna ask for a right fucking slap.
Oh,
Okay, thank you. You take care, brother.
Enjoy your party, won't you? Jesus Christ. Man, the parties this guy goes to, it's unbelievable.
Does he?
Oh, yeah, he does lots of illegal sort of setups, last minute
Yeah,
job,
yeah.
you know?
That's what it's about.
Mhm.
Well, it was arranging 2 for me to play it, and I'll get the details, and obviously, Marshall, you can come down to London because these parties are wild and they last days.
Yeah. I say that back in the day, we used to do a hell of a lot more of them, but a lot of people got scared off by the bill, didn't they?
Oh,
Mhm.
fuck them, you know.
I know that. But what I mean is a lot of people did get their equipment taken and this and that and fined £10,000 for each deck and all that stuff. So it had to change dynamic, didn't it? The free party scene. It had to be in somewhere as much as a field somewhere or, you know, a building that you kind of took over. It just had to be a little bit different. A little bit more work had to go into it, in a sense, for it to work. But they were, you know, like back in the day, as I told you, they're squatting. Well, I didn't know at the time until a bit later on, but they'd squatted farms and, you know, oh, why don't you bring the decks up to this place? Blah, blah, blah. We got it for a week. And then you find out afterwards they've squatted the place. It's just about to be auctioned. And then as you're leaving, you just got the equipment in the car. You're driving out, and the fucking auctioneer says, "Oh, are you here for the auction?" As they're driving in, do you know what I mean? With the estate agent or the bank who owns the place, because that's what was happening in a lot of places where they were losing their farms and their places like that because of what is it called? Mad cow disease.
Yeah.
It
I wouldn't
created,
know.
Front and mouth.
yeah, it created a lot of that. You know, and for a number of years that went on. You know, obviously when you lose a farm or something, it doesn't happen in a heartbeat, does it? So it was continuing it, and these people that I knew, they were actually going on auctioneer sites, the auctioneer, these sort of places, and estate agents, etc., to find out where these places were. They drive around checking them out, deciding whether it was a good place for a party or whatever, and having one, and taking it over for a week or two. And they were making serious bank. The one the main one I went to that I remember, they had a section for people who were not the in crowd, but the people they knew. So there's like a section where people were actually living, and then they had sections that they were playing the different music in, and then they had people on the gate charging the whatever entrance. Then they had the line of guys who were selling their wares, and
I
water, beer.
actually like playing out in the woods in Lewis. Those parties were fucking nuts. Everyone was fucking tripping their asses off. It was a wicked.
That's it. You see,
thing.
A lot of them new age travellers that would be making that, making the acid out of. Believe it or not, they used to make it out.
No, a lot of them were mushrooms. I mean,
that's what I mean.
Hell.
They used to
Purple.
make proper trips out of mushrooms.
Look at Ray Purple himself. All right.
Hey, Pavel.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, and it was a lot of people didn't realise, but yeah, they were getting the magic mushrooms and making some solution, and then making it into, I'm on about certain people just had the mushrooms, but they were making a solution where they'd make the actual things, make it onto a strawberry or something like that. It was, that was the commercial side of it, I guess. But I never knew it was being done like that until a guy showed me. But obviously everything else, all the wares were there, and that was how they were making their living, these New Age travellers.
I actually think Tonkin knows which place in Lewis I'm talking about, because I've played there a few times now, and it's it's in a really good place and that. But I actually like it when people are partying on magic mushrooms. It's fun. I mean, obviously, I've tried DJing on mushrooms before. That doesn't really work out too well, because like the decks start moving. It's like, fuck's sake.
Everything's crawling around you.
No, because then I'm just laughing my ass off, and trying to fucking DJ and you're laughing your ass off. It's just no fun.
I was DJing where it was like I was on sort of trippy pills a little bit. It wouldn't, you know what I mean? But like things were doing that kind of thing, with like where it's all moving around, like it was a snake or something. It's
I
bit
actually
like
found Mitzi's to be a bit trippy sometimes. I don't know whether.
Yeah. Like it was a bit like that, but I'd never actually been fully on that whilst DJing. I couldn't imagine it because it's too intense, isn't it?
I don't think I'd ever be able to DJ on LSD. No, I don't particularly like it. It all depends on the situation. I mean, like I said, I've been spiked before. Now that was freaky as hell.
You got spiked.
You just want like a quiet. I was in a club in Brighton, and I just wanted a quiet night. I was on the OJ. Thought, no, I'm not. All of my mates were drinking and having a good time. I thought, no, I just want a quiet night. Listen to some tunes, and that was it. But I was sitting away from them because I just wanted to like chill, and not want to listen to like 20 odd people fucking talking and all that. So the actual guy thought I was on my own. What a prick. I put liquid acid in my OJ, and of course started coming up on fucking liquid acid. And
what the fuck? Liquid acid?
Yeah,
That
obviously.
screwed my friend right up.
I was in A&E for
Forever.
ages, and the cops were really annoyed. Well, I think they were questioning the guy that was pouring the drinks behind the bar and the guy that was near me, but I didn't notice it. I'm pretty cautious of things like that, but it could have been I don't know. The police never told me shit, but
It's mad that because my friend Mikey many years ago, he was at a scooter rally, like into the scooters and whatnot, mods and everything. He was at a scooter rally and some guys from Glasgow, they're actually university students. They were testing out a liquid and they put some in his drink without him knowing. And even now, he starts tripping just out of the blue. Just starts like that. It really, really did harm him. And it's so sad. But these guys from Glasgow University or whatever they were at, they were making it obviously to sell, but they wanted to test. So they had a pipette with somebody saw them doing it. And they put 2 drops, and somebody said they thought it was the guy's medication that he put in his own drink. But a bar woman saw it and did fuck all. And they didn't know Mikey from Adam. And yeah, they did that, and yeah, it's a shame. But no, you're really lucky that you didn't get harmed.
lucky. I wouldn't. Well, it was lucky that I was with a group of 20 people. That's what was lucky about it. But
you know what I mean? That particular thing is.
And obviously, the majority
Yeah.
of them are blokes as well, so that they wanted to find whoever done it and end them pretty much. So.
Yeah, fair thing, really.
But they were more worried about me because I didn't know what the hell was. I mean, obviously, I'd done microdots before, so I knew what was happening. But when you've like been spiked and you don't know it's coming, and all of a sudden you come up on liquid acid, which there must have been a lot in that drink because it lasted for so damn long.
Well, with Mikey, it was permanent.
Yeah, maybe I can use that as an excuse. That's why I'm like this.
Will you make a comment, please, Eddie Gannon?
So what on earth is sour diesel? That sounds like is that some kind of haze or something?
I don't know.
Why is it that they all call fucking skunk these stupid names?
I love some of the names. I can't deny it. I think I'd be good at naming certain strains. You know.
Is it indica or sativa or a mixture of both?
Well, I've got a good name for one strain at the moment.
Eddie Gannon.
You fucking dare, Tonkin. You fucking dare. I will fucking hack off your cock.
You are
Hey,
now
man.
moderator. Tonkin, would you please write a tit?
He
With
is
your
a tit.
Yeah.
A complex hybrid.
Misbehave and you'll be in the fucking dungeon for the rest of your life.
Oh, he'd be in my dungeon for the rest of his life. Fucking cheeky fuck. Oh, 90% sativa. Oh my god, you'd be climbing the walls. You are crazy. I prefer indica strains myself. It's better for my epilepsy.
Fucking hell, that was fucking inventive, wasn't it?
Clint said he's been waiting backstage.
Yeah, just hang on a minute, Clint. Some of us aren't this fucking literate. You got mods anyway, Clint. Think yourself lucky. Maxine, were you?
Or unlucky, whichever the case may be.
You're not backstage, Clint. Stop lying. Stop telling porcupines. You're probably eating a porcupine.
Well, I used to be able to smoke anything, because and then when I got my head
All right, I'll
injury,
give
it
you that
sort of
one,
like
mate.
played havoc with it. And
Hello.
Hello, welcome.
hello.
I'm just looking him because he was moaning because you didn't put him up on the panel, and then he was moaning because you wasn't being quick enough.
Hello, Maxine.
I'm sorry,
Hello,
Maxine.
You're
I
So
love
I've
right.
just
you.
followed him. I've just followed him. I just said to him, "Don't you fucking shout at me doing something because they're not being quick enough."
You know.
Well, I was giving him mods. You can
That's
only
it,
do
that's it,
one thing at a
Maxine.
time.
You give him a good spanking, he needs it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, honey, are you okay?
Spank away, we don't mind.
I've got a horse, crop of them.
Are you okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was just thinking about putting my box.
I've been on an emergency once, McDonald's.
Yeah, that's what I put
Yeah,
in the chat.
you didn't
Did you
stop by
order
my
like
house, did
6
you?
Big Mac meals? Did you?
No, only 3.
Yeah, and I bet you ate Maxine's as well, didn't you?
I'm not that brave. No,
He knows that's my food.
Well,
maybe
yeah,
daft,
quite.
maybe daft. I'm not suicidal.
He can pick his up, but it's not mine.
So we're sat in the car park at McDonald's at the moment.
Bloody hell. I wish I was
Listen
sat
to
there.
pain.
Oh,
It's absolutely chocolate down here.
as you can
I'm
see.
sure.
24-hour McDonald's then, yeah? Or was it just a late one?
24 McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, it's a 10-mile drive, but hey, I don't
Oh,
care
that
when
ain't too bad, is it?
I don't care when it's food involved, even if it's 20 miles.
We had to come up with tobacco, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
what about if you was walking 20
Clint's
miles, lazy git?
I'm not walking 20 miles in this
He's got his
bloody
new
rain.
car. He wants to go out and have a little race in it.
he has become lazy actually since he's passed his test. Because he said to me before he passed his test, he goes, "Don't worry, I won't be using the car just to go to the local garage, right? Shut up or I'll batter you." He goes, "I'll still be walking it to go and get a pouch of baccy or the milk or bread." I goes, "All right, Bab, that's fine. We don't want to be wasting petrol." Guess who hasn't got the car key out of his fucking hand?
He's like a little boy racer, is he?
No.
It's an empty.
You fucking are.
I have to keep telling him bumper going round the corners too bleeding quick. If you get Tom in the passenger seat.
Listen, it's all nice. That's the thing. If he enjoys it, you got to make the excuse, haven't you, Clint?
Not with me in the car.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing until I've taken legal advice.
Yeah.
He
Oh
should
my
go back with
God.
me in the car. I'll take the bloody car.
I bet he says you need something in the house, but he's hidden it really.
Yeah.
And then he'll go out and go and get it.
Nah, I ain't too bad.
No,
He knows to be a good boy. I'll confiscate the key off him. I'll put him on car arrest.
No, it's nice for you to come on. That's cool.
Yeah. You know, but I think that everyone talking
I wouldn't talk to Tonkin
It's
if
all
I
right,
were
mate.
you.
It's a bit
Yeah.
steady for me, like, but
I'm keeping quiet.
there's been a bit of few things are leveled out with the issues we're having.
Yeah.
Vix took that to town on another channel last night, and it sort of leveled out a bit. Eddie Gannon blew a
I might
gasket,
get a name for that.
Oh,
no, but it kind of sorted itself out a little bit, didn't it? Eventually.
We keep that
So I
up
think
alive.
we can just move on and and do a few lives between ourselves, and not have any silliness.
Oh yeah. As I said before, a lot of channels seem just to focus on negativity and like
Exactly.
ignore any kind of positivity. And no,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
it.
That's why I don't go on many channels now.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it when you went on. I can't remember what was on. You gone on and you said all right, and it was almost as if they made a snide comment to you before you fucking finished yours. And I've had the same, but there's so many soccer accounts as well.
Yeah.
People doing them soccer accounts, we've experienced that quite a bit last couple of months, and it's not funny. It starts to really bother a lot of people, and rightly so when they're being pretty damn nasty, because often it's somebody that knows you but ain't got the balls to say it in their own name.
Chicken shits.
Yeah, they ain't got the balls
Exactly.
to say it in
Yeah.
their own name.
It's good job I'm
And-
pretty thick skinned. Good job I'm pretty thick skinned.
Yeah, me too, mate. But like it when you find out that that person, hasn't even got a valid reason to be doing that. Really, it's just a
Oh, yeah.
little silly thing because he likes a girl that I had words with. Things like that. Do you know what I mean? They're really, really schoolyard stuff. So it's beautiful when you get alive.
Yeah.
Beautiful when you get alive and good people come on, and we've met some new people called you'll probably meet them, Tony and Katie. They come on as
Yeah,
a couple,
nice.
and they're nice people.
I thought
was
you was
just,
going to say another. I thought you was going to say another Tony. Then I thought,
no. Well, I ain't
Yeah,
seen him for
yeah,
a
this
while.
guy is Tony Lee. He's one of my subs. He's a lovely fella, along with his wife Katie.
He was dressed up like a bloody. What was he dressed up like the other night on that video? He's dressed up like a. Was it Eddie Bowie?
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Bowie.
Eddie Bowie dressed up as. Fucking that was a right trick. That. Yeah, do you
Yeah.
know that takes some balls to do something like that, doesn't it?
well, yeah, yeah. The only
You can dress up like Eddie Bowie one time, Clint.
Eddie Bowie. I've heard it.
Yeah.
Do you mean David
Not
Bowie?
Eddie Bowie, David Bowie.
Oh
Fucking
my
David
God.
Bowie.
Marshall,
Oh,
you
what a
twat.
He's a tool.
David Bowie. But we have got our own Eddie Bowie here. And he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
hell of a guitarist. Eddie Gannon.
Right. Parker, do a Freddie Mercury.
Yeah? That's the sort of shit we should be doing for a laugh,
I'll
innit?
dress him up with makeup and a wig
Fuck off. Fucking makeup and a
and
wig.
his stockings and heels.
Oh, I don't mind
That's it.
stockings and
He can
heels.
walk in heels.
Can he?
Yeah, he's
That's-
walking about mine.
Fucking Clint. Hey, this comes out now,
Clint,
doesn't it, mate?
Clint, you freak.
Clint.
Oh,
He's gonna fucking try and gag you. You'll have an orange
I
in
had-
your mouth with some tape.
I
round
had
it in a
had
minute,
about I had about 10 pints of Guinness and God knows how many Jack Daniels at the time.
Why do you think usually he mutes me every time I try and talk?
Fucking wishful thinking.
No, you stop me talking, telling people about you.
Fucking stop
He
you
doesn't stand
talking.
much of a chance at that, Maxine. Really, be honest.
Stop you talking, Max. I'm not a fucking miracle worker.
Excuse me, you do when you're in the
I-
kitchen, I've got to around the door,
I
and you
just
put
hope
me
he
on mute.
passes all.
Not listen, not watching what you're doing.
I
That's
just
me
hope he
talking
passes
about
all
it,
the
but you put me
messages.
on bloody mute the whole time.
Maxine, I just hope he passes all the messages that I send you.
Mm-hmm.
No, he don't pass me nothing.
I did. He said you're a twat.
No, he
sod.
didn't.
I always wish you well, honey, because the first time I heard you on the live was fucking funny as hell. You know what I mean? It was funny, that one. Put it this way, Clint. You were on the losing side, mate.
on me, I'm one of these. If you don't like me, I'd fucking shit.
No, exactly, innit? That's beautiful.
Nice.
Because what you get is what you get.
Exactly.
Typical
fucking-
Beautiful. But it was
Typical
funny
fucking
because
Jeremy.
you
I
was
am not
raring up,
fucking
Clint,
drumming
and
you,
you didn't get
cheeky
far.
twat.
It's good.
I
It
just
kind of
got it.
reminded me of a few situations I've been in where, you know, you just sort of think, well, they've got this one.
Mhm. Well, you know, we always have a fucking, we always have nothing wrong with a good bit of banter.
That's it, innit? You know what I mean? It's like all
It,
good stuff, mate. All good
it was
stuff.
quite good my stream the other night, actually. There was
Yeah.
no negativity whatsoever. There was no slagging off of any kind at all. We didn't bring up any other tubers or anything, and that is the way to do live streams, people.
Mhm.
Just saying.
5 hours,
Oh,
wasn't it?
yeah.
You don't need all that negative, toxic bullshit, yelling and screaming, calling
Yeah.
people
I get
thick
people
and
calling me a gummy, because I didn't have my teeth in one night. I lost all my
And-
teeth due to my medication I'm on.
well,
And she was calling me a gummy fat bitch.
well,
Really?
the fact that you're epileptic as well, because the doctors get really funny about you biting your tongue, don't they? And
Yeah.
stuff like that. So they're
No,
very
but,
careful with that. But
because
don't
she
worry about it,
Did
darling.
me on camera twice, because I don't like to go on the camera.
Oh, that was that fucking Haley and Chief
Yeah.
from South Carolina.
Yeah, started calling me
Oh.
a fat bitch
Fuck 'em,
and
Maxine.
all this, and
Listen.
a
Fuck 'em.
You're not fat, you're cuddly.
and like I said to her, come and face me and call it me,
Yeah,
because
they
it'd be the
wouldn't.
last thing I fucking
dear.
did, because I'd knock her on her back.
They wouldn't. Do you know what, Maxine? And if they ever
Wasn't
want a
used to being on
reference,
their backs.
say Cool Tools knows I'm a woman of substance. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck
Fuck's
you.
sake.
Yeah? Tell them that. Say, fuck you. Cool Tools knows I'm a woman of substance. He
It's like-
always asks after me. Fuck him.
It's like Clint always used to laugh at me because I'd go against any bloke in the pub, but you put a spider by me and I'm gone.
Don't worry about that. I'll eat them. I'll eat the spiders. Don't worry about it.
Oh, bloody hell. We had a right nasty buggy, bleeding, black, hairy, leggy thing come running at me a couple of weeks ago across the living room
Oh,
floor.
he was a baby.
He bleeding wasn't.
He was a baby.
He was as big as my palm.
He's small.
What was it? One of Clint's crabs?
Your outfit. Jesus.
Probably.
Here we go. Fucking pick on Clint time.
Yeah.
Fucking right it is.
We better pick on someone.
Have you? I'll report you for the NSPCC, the National Society Prevention of Cruelty to Clint. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've got my own charity up and running. There's only
I
one
will
member,
say,
me.
These spiders are getting bigger. The warmer weather, they seem to survive the winter, don't they? And
Yeah. Hey,
grow
look,
that
local
big-
taxi
bigger.
service.
They're
Copper's
getting
just
huge.
gone. Oh yeah, come indoors for the warmth, didn't they?
Yeah.
Try
We've had
waking.
loads of bloody things.
Where I had to stay last year for some of my rehabilitation,
Yeah.
I woke up with one on my face.
One of Clint's. Oh my days.
One of the crabs on
What
the
have you
face.
been doing?
And I felt it move. I thought, oh well, my hair's been. I just had my hair done, so it hit me hair. I thought, what's that? Put my hand on my
Yeah.
face and half on my forehead. It was
Yeah.
pretty big as well.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere
You
in that
looking at?
building. Fucking huge.
So are you saying that Clint's been sitting on your face?
No.
No, it's remnants of whatever you were saying. They were.
Oh, it's all right. 2 coppers have just gone to the McDonald's door and they've locked it.
Ah. Hey,
Never.
I know when I was homeless in Exeter, I slept in this place and I woke up in the morning. I woke up in the morning, all my eye was swollen, and all the others thought I'd been fucking battered. And they looked, and I had 2 little bite marks under my eye. I'd been bitten by a spider during the night when I was asleep, and all my eye had swollen up.
Is that your
That
story
must
you're
have been-
sticking to?
It is. Vix, I thought me and you were I thought me and you were friends, Vix.
We are. See how I treat my enemies.
Oh, so
So they must have had some kind of poison in them, innit?
yeah.
Well,
Or
they
something you're
reckon.
allergic to, because there's not meant to be poisonous spiders in the UK, is there?
Well, you
No.
know the Black
So-
Widow.
False widows.
No,
There
the
is
Black
a-
Widow is
there
getting
is-
overtaken by that false widow, and they're just
Yeah.
well, they can be just as poisonous as the Black Widow.
Well, it's when the bananas come in. They have a lot of big spiders in that don't always get killed. And
Yeah.
that's the main way that them foreign spiders get into the UK. I know a kid that works at the Geese Banana Place, and he said
Right.
sometimes, you'll see them, they'll run across the floor and you just stamp on them. But
Mhm.
sometimes that'll be a tarantula or whatever. But he said often they're docile because they've been sprayed. But,
Yeah.
other certain amount does kind
They-
of creep in.
Yeah, they come in like a cooler as well. So in
Yeah.
the cool conditions, they'll hibernate.
Yeah.
Is that
You
a new
go-
profile pic, Slow? Because
Slow burner, what's the score?
I can't see shit. I ain't got my glasses on.
so
Oh,
are you saying
What, and
you're
you're
driving a
driving?
car?
You can't see the road?
No, we're
no,
sat here.
we're sat outside McDonald's.
Oh, right, I was going to say. He's not got his glasses on.
I think he's going to do an audit on the police locked outside Mackie D's. Get your camera out, Clint, and do an audit.
I just fucking laughed at him. I went,
No, I pissed them off. They went to go through the sliding doors, and she'd already locked them about 10 minutes ago. It's meant to be open 24 hours.
They're
They
probably having a
just do it
fucking.
through the window then, don't they?
Maybe he should have warrant out for arrest.
I'm just glad they didn't recognise me.
Max
Oh, dear.
had plenty of warrants out for arrest. Clint, well, I know Clint was a very serious guy back in the day.
I'm a good law-abiding citizen now.
He's
Your name precedes you, brother.
don't bother to pull him over anymore.
I'm glad I went in fucking Exeter when you were.
I wasn't that bad. Well, no, not that. I wasn't that
He
good.
wouldn't have done the things he'd done if he'd known me back then, all the way through.
You'd have had him under stairs straight away, wouldn't you, hon?
He wouldn't have done the drugs, nothing.
Back in a second,
All
going to
right.
put this in the bin. Gonna put this in the
Character
bin like a
building,
good
this is life
law-abiding
experience.
citizen.
It's like I said to Clint, if I'd not split with him when we were 17, going on 18, he wouldn't have done the drugs or any of that because I would have kept him off it.
But, at the end of the day, shit
But
happens and
he might have needed that for
He's
his
come
life
through.
experience, you know.
Yeah. But
That's why
he may have thought that was what he wanted when really he didn't. And I don't know, sometimes it's like...
Pardon you, whoever that was.
Yeah, whoever it was.
Rosie.
don't blame the dog.
But anyway,
He's
fancy a song. Everybody
was
fancy a song.
that wasn't a dog belt.
Eddie
That was a
Gannon?
human one.
It wasn't. It was Rosie.
It's not Rosie. Rosie's asleep.
We even bring her out in a dog. We even bring her out in a dog crate. We don't like leaving her at home, so we bring her out for a drive. She
Clint,
just
you're a lying git. That was a human belt. I've got a
It
fucking
wasn't,
bull
it was
mastiff.
Rosie.
I know these things.
Blaming the dog.
you blame Posey for farting when we were in fucking Wolverhampton. She's bloody 50 miles away.
It was though.
Don't give me that.
You blame the bloody pixies.
It was. Bloody hell.
If a pixie farted that bloody low, bloody hell, he'd be on Mars. Be like having jet fuel up his fucking ass.
Oh my god. This is
It's
funny
only
as fuck.
It's either your dad or Val.
You was having
Oh,
a lap,
God,
Purple Slip. You want to fucking keep going? Listen to this.
I'm not joking. You should hear my stepmother. She gets, every time she stands up, she farts like, I'm not joking. It's like somebody is actually gone Every time.
Good sound effects.
Well, it's louder or not, isn't it, with her? How's it go?
Oh my days, everyone got any holy water for the next week?
Yeah, I do for my last exorcism.
I'll get a fucking Jane Fonda video and exerciser. Right, so, right, I'm gonna jump off, so I'm just about to start. Oh, let me start.
That's what mine is.
It's gonna start the car. All right,
You
then.
take care, yeah? Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Clint.
Maxine.
Maxine.
Good night, Maxine.
Oh, hello, Donkin.
Hey, man.
Good night, lovely.
All right, speak
All right.
to you later.
Good night,
Wait,
ladies, yeah?
wait.
Oh, that was it.
You go.
Trip,
They've
trip
enough
them
of
two
you.
like that. I love
Oh,
it. I love it when they're like that.
They've always like that. What are you saying?
That's what I mean. Though trip it's good. It's good. It's good crack, isn't it, when they're
Yeah.
on together? It's just sometimes Maxine hasn't been on many times, yeah. But no, it's good fun.
Uh-huh.
Late night trip to McDonald's. Fucking hell, that sounds great.
Oh, I'm sure you will be good with your spanner. You'll have a spanner fight.
Yeah.
See who's got the biggest tool.
Uh-huh.
Now, we're not going to be bringing stuff like that up now, are we, Fix? We'll have to tell everyone what you told us.
I beg your pardon.
You know, what I've put in private chat.
Oh, I could
Tonkin.
say a
We're
hell
not
of a
that
lot
type of
more.
channel at the moment.
Mhm.
People think they start getting paranoid if we say private chat too much.
Yeah, I know.
No. Everyone in you, he's talking about me. He's fucking taking the piss out of me. He's not taking the piss out of anyone else.
What?
On YouTube,
I've
just
never
me.
heard nothing like this. Jesus Christ.
Marshall, am I lying though?
Vic.
No, I'm not.
I don't know about lying, but I didn't know that, Vix.
Yeah, she has.
You really got one of them?
Mhm.
You two want to be fucking careful.
Listen. If
I
you really want to know
I will
what's
get
being
hold of
talked in the private chat, you
a
have to come
certain
on the panel.
person with the initial CC, and Eddie knows who I mean, and she'd be stalking your asses. So shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Yeah, you don't want that one on your tail anyway, that's for sure.
She's got nipples like a scanny fucking wheel nuts. Have you got 18 of them? Or is it just 3?
Carry on, Marshall. Just carry on. It's calm as
Remember,
a
We've got
bitch.
7 watching.
You are closer
Good
to
evening,
fucking
everyone.
Vix than I am.
Whoever else.
Because I know how to get hold of this certain human being with those initials.
All right.
Thing a human being anyway.
I'm just going to mute myself a second because I'm just
What?
going to eat something. I'm starving.
Yeah, what Tonkin Schlong.
wait. You
I
need
forgot.
my now.
I forgot you didn't have one. Sorry.
Oh. That's not what you were saying the other time.
I didn't know they made them that small, but hey.
Now.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
But that shut you both up, didn't it?
no.
No, cinnamon roll shut me up.
Yeah.
You actually like things in your mouth, don't you?
Yeah, but Vix, just remember, it wasn't me who brought it up. Okay?
It was fucking you lying cunt.
Yeah, I didn't bring it out. Even though you've let it slip a couple of times.
I've not let any parts of my body slip. Thank you very much. Cheeky fuck.
Mm.
Oh dear. This is terrible. I have to talk Lanky to jump in on a panel with you guys. It's as if he'd be able to understand his fucking accent now. Fucking Mancunians. He's got a very strong Mancunian accent. Well, I'm used to it, obviously, with my uncle. So, and he seems to notice it more when I've spoken to my uncle or him, because it comes out a lot more, and it's like, whoa. So, obviously, when I move up north, it's going to be very fucking interesting, isn't it? I could, just move over to Ireland and find my family, do all of that, and then see if I like it over there. If not, I'll come back to England, innit? I don't know. What do you guys think? Because moving's a pain in the ass, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And having to do it twice, oh, that would be rather annoying. Eddie seems to think that I need to concentrate in the north first, which isn't a problem for me. So obviously that's still part of the UK, so that's easy, isn't it? You know. Look out for unknown people, then check them out. What? What does that mean, Purple? What are the unknown people? I mean, strangers, yeah, I get that, but I don't normally go around talking to strangers and accepting candy from them either. Do you want to be a bit more specific on that? Because that's a bit vague. I've never had any problems with any Mancunians, actually. Or, well, I would have had the choice of moving back down south with the majority of my family, but because a certain individual lives down that way, I'd rather not. It's put me off a bit. That's all I'm fucking saying. Oh, it's the name of a channel. Oh, I beg your pardon. You didn't say that, did you? Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, I do actually have that program. So, yeah. The Unknown People is a channel. What kind of channel is it? Or is it so unknown that nobody knows? I'm going to send him on a mad one soon with all these fucking weird questions, aren't I? Because he's been smoking sativa all day by the sounds of it. You actually sound like one of my DJ
that was
friends,
lovely.
Richie. He was always smoking sativa, and my God, he was so fucking hyper. And I said to him, I thought that was stuff was supposed to mellow you out, not fucking make you worse. He goes, I can't understand it either. So I got him some different gear, and it knocked him spark out. It's just like, yes.
I used to like that. Is it pollen where it's like a
I love pollen and
where it's like in like a very like
it's
like a powder, isn't it?
You don't know. Well, you break bits off of it and just gently put it between your fingers. You don't have to burn it or to.
Yeah, it's like
and Charis is nice.
In like a very little slab or whatever, isn't it? It's nice that.
Charis is like It's like
I'm not a big
it's,
weed smoker either. It
no,
just
no, 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 no. It's hash, pollen, and
Is it
charis are
pollen?
hash.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this went dark. It was light.
Well, pollen is like a sandy color,
Yeah,
hence
yeah,
the name.
light. Yeah.
But charis is like really dark.
Because
It's
they
a
had
little
all
bit,
the gold seal, red seal, all that
I
stuff
know,
in the slate,
a
everything
little
like
bit
that.
the same color charis, but it's completely flat.
Mm.
And the stuff I got, well, quite a few times I had white crystals through it, and half a joint, and I was like passed out. It was so fucking strong. It blew my Swede in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like when I went a massive weed smoker, it was like a bit of a social thing, you know, after raving or whatever, or when you were raving, it was like I
Yes,
remember getting that.
that was my job, like rolling up everyone's J's
Yeah,
because, like,
Rachel used to do a lot of that. She's really good at making them.
but the thing was, so I'd get, because like I was the straightest one out of all of them in the rave, like people throwing their drugs at me saying, "No, darling, skin us up a joint," and I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" I get that a lot. Security would be going past. I'm thinking, "Oh, fuck's sake, I'm going to be in trouble now because they're going to think it's all mine." But no, because obviously going to a lot of raves, the security knew me, and they obviously. I don't think the security mind a little bit of weed here and there because it actually calms people down. Actually makes their job easier, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the only things I actually went and bought a bit for myself, because I used to have it where I'd, you know, be nines and whatnot, you know, occasionally I'd get a little batch in and pass it on to others, you know, all that. But it wasn't really my thing too much. I'd have a bit here and there and I end up bad stomach or a bad head, you know, especially off some of the solids. And it was like, when I had this, it made me enjoy it that much. And it wasn't because I was coming down off a couple of E's or whatever. It was really smooth, enjoyable, and I actually went and seeked it out because I thought, yeah, I'd like a bit of that put by.
Well, you actually get that with Northern Lights as well, saying that Northern Lights, pollen and cherries are lovely to smoke, especially after a rave.
Yeah. It was something that I seeked out, you know, and went and bought, because I was one for more of the, you know, I used to get the best of everything else. But yeah, that was, you know, when I thought, I'd have a bit of that for myself, just there in case I wanted it, you know. And lovely. Because like, it was a big thing for bloody, they used to do hot knives and bongs and all that with the solids, didn't they, after the raves? You know, you go back to someone's house and they were banging to, you know, all that. And you'd end up doing it that way, if you like, and it wasn't something that I regularly did. But often it ended up
Everyone
getting a
had
bit
just
of a
come
headache.
back to my gaff because they park their cars here and stay at mine for a couple of days because of the decks and everything else being here as well.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that was a bit of, you know, the way it went a few times. You know, places I know that they
easy to
took
get
the
back
deck.
to mine from any club in London, really. Wouldn't you agree with that, Tonkin?
So nice,
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, that's great.
Because of all the main stations, the trains go through my gaff pretty much.
Right.
No, not literally through the house, because that'd be a bit fucking weird,
No,
wouldn't
but
it?
you know, like it's that geography is really important coming out of bloody London, especially now. Tonkin's on about the charges they're doing and all that bullshit. You know, they're changing that.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know, they're changing the dynamics of the way they're sort of doing that. Have you had any opportunity to claim against any of the vehicles you've had?
No, because I either steer away from there or I only go in those places where I have to. So I haven't had no claims.
No, but what I mean is now that there's you know, like the
Oh,
motors
yeah.
you've owned,
Mm.
there's the emissions thing. You know, if
Yeah.
you've gone to come out through an MOT or stuff to do with the emissions, you've been told falsely by the manufacturer, you've got a claim.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have to look back, Luke. I swear I've had a couple of.
Anything
mainly
you load
German,
in
wasn't it?
certain categories, you know, cars and vans and all the rest of it, there's a fair bit of money in it. Average payouts about between 5 and 7 grand.
Oh, that's not bad.
My dad's just done one, and because he was he's claimed off 2 types of vehicles, and his amount of time owning them overlapped as well, because one was being driven by someone else that worked for him, and the period of time as well, kind of long. He's expecting over 10 grand. And that, bearing in mind it's 2 vehicles, but he's told, you know, he's expecting over 10 grand. They said an average of 4 to 5 for each one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, well, at the moment, my main car, I have to pay if I go into the ultra low emission zone. But my neighbour's car, which I gave to her, it's fine. So I use that quite a lot when I'm around London now.
right, well, you can claim back. The emissions thing is more about the car manufacturer, isn't it?
Yeah,
Lying to you about
Yeah.
what emissions it puts out. But there's all different bits to do with that, isn't there? It's not just owning the car, the MOT and the fuel costs, whatever it is. I don't know whether your emission charges or what you were falling into a category that was wrong because the car manufacturer lied to you, whether that adds to the claim as well. It probably does, doesn't it?
Well, it probably does now, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, that's all historical. You can go back with it.
Eddie, are you awake?
Yeah, he's talking a load of rubbish sometimes.
Yeah, I'm
no,
awake.
it's some interesting stuff because that's just valid. You know,
Just making sure.
Get yourself a little, you know, bit of holiday money, flash money, whatever.
Yeah.
It's worth doing. Because all you do is you're only filling out one set of paperwork once.
I'll tell you what, Purple, Marshall and Tonkin will tell you exactly what I'm like on the RSOs. Fucking hell.
Yeah, you're more crazy.
Oh, but it did work though, didn't it, Marshall? Like those 10 days were beautiful. No seizures at all.
It did.
It was amazing. But,
yeah, it was.
And then I got a chest infection, so oh fuck's sake. It's mad because I was sleeping a hell of a lot and I wasn't sure where, because I was taking CBD oil with that. I was mixing them together because I would do that on occasion. I'd take one or the other or both. And I thought, well, I stopped taking it because I want to make sure that the sleeping I'm doing is the actual infection and not all the other stuff, you know. So I came off pretty much all of my meds just to make sure. Obviously, some I couldn't come off of because that would be pretty fucking stupid. No, it's mad. It was so nice not having seizures for 10 whole days. But you guys were finding it hilariously funny because I couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, that was good.
The amount of bloody live streams I went on where I just could not stop, and people found it fucking funny as hell. They all thought I was drunk.
No, it's a shame that that ain't available to you through a normal outlet.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Oh,
Because there's a lot of children as well that have the same sort of issues where
it's like Purple saying
well.
in the chat, it's having the contacts that do all of that stuff, you know.
Yeah, and I did say I'd ask someone, didn't I? But
it has to be the right, because of my
that's
head. It
the
has to
person
be
I'd
the
ask
right.
would kind of know, but it's whether You see, they've got to have a market for them to be doing that in the first place,
Yeah.
don't they? But a lot of people are messing around like that because I read of someone making the old gums, yeah,
Mhm.
on a gigantic scale, really, considering he's just one guy on his own. I'm surprised when I got told it was quite like that, yeah. But I don't know about the other thing. I'll find out. Got to remind me on, and I'll be able to ask. But I'd have thought you may have known someone dogging.
London is very weird place to be asking for stuff like that. Really.
Yeah.
Depends who you know, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, people around here are just bloody nuts, and a lot of it is to do with like hybrids and all of that, and I cannot.
Yeah.
Mess me up even more. I'm not doing that.
You don't want to be dealing with people that are in gangs and that either.
Oh, everyone's probably in a gang in London. Come off it.
Yeah, but what I mean is, you know what I mean? It's like
Really?
you could be going to see someone one day, and at that exact point, someone else has saw him and decide to take a swipe at him. You know what I mean? That type of shit happens all the time, and that's the high risk bit about doing anything in London, especially illegal with people who are likely to be in some form of gang or group or whatever. You know, if people are taking a line of cocaine and shooting off fucking Mac 10s in public areas, do you know what I mean? At each other. You know, that's why the police take this potential gang war as very serious, and they do a nip it in the bud operation where they immediately shoot the ringleader on the site. They pull up, they block them in, bang.
They certainly don't do that in London. They just let them get on with it. Like, we should bloody know, Marshall. We live here.
They've just done it last week.
It wasn't around my area.
And I've seen them do it on other occasions in London. What it is when a gang war is imminent, yeah, and they get intelligence that maybe one gang's going to rob another, or one gang's going to have a confrontation with another, or XYZ, he's got a gun in the car and he's going there. They get the intelligence, and what happens is an order comes from the security services, not from the police. Security services. It comes down.
Prime example, I was walking Leo, this was a couple of weeks ago, and there was a full-on straight with about 35 to 40 fucking youths with fucking knives and all this shit, and I grabbed Leo. I thought, we're getting out of here. No fucking way am I walking through the middle of that. And the police didn't turn up at all.
Oh no, there is a lot of that also, but if they've got an operation where they're targeting certain groups and there's going to be a big confrontation in a public area.
Wouldn't you say that was big enough?
Yeah, maybe so. But the thing is
that could have been a riot.
Where there's intelligence, where there's weapons, automatic weapons going to be used. The order comes from MI5, and it's called a nip it in the bud operation. They pull up.
I didn't see any guns. I just saw knives and machetes.
That's what I mean. That's really where it is. It's where, and it's done for public protection. Hey, Purple Split.
Hey, hello.
Right.
Good to
How's
see you,
it going,
How are
guys?
you?
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just tired.
In other words, you're stoned.
I think we're doing too badly on that front.
Oof. I'm both tired and stoned. But I'm not stoned enough. And that's why I want to smoke another one.
Go for it.
Before I go to sleep.
That's why you'd be better off smoking the indica, because that would make you nice and tired.
Yeah, I just don't buy it a lot because it's too sleepy. But ideally,
Well, I
yeah,
thought
an indica for the evening and a sativa for the morning. That would be ideal.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a bad thing if you put some feelers out on certain
Ah.
people's behalf.
Yeah, I have done already. I mean, I've got there's a guy, I'm not going to mention his name, but there's a prominent
No, of
guy
course not.
who has put me on to. He's a toker, known, respected, and he's put me on to a guy who does business on Telegram or then WhatsApp, and he can get anything. He can post like any kind of weed to you. He's got edibles, all sorts, but I can't use it because I haven't got my PayPal. I can't get into my PayPal account. So yeah.
My PayPal screwed you up. There was something on we got a problem today that they're fining people, what was it, 1,500 quid, or was it 2,500 quid if you've got certain political views or some shit like that.
Oh, political, eh?
Yeah, it's
How
like,
can they prove? How do they prove that you've
I
got
don't-
certain political views then?
if you go into We Got a Problems channel, you can sort of like see the story, because I was like half asleep when I like listened to it. So, but no, it's
Sounds good. Sounds interesting.
I thought, what the fuck? PayPal getting involved like that, and that sounds dumb to me.
Mm.
But then they're basically just taking money out your account, and then
Yeah.
and then you're guilty till you're proven innocent. But they're not going to give you the money back, are they?
No. I'm sure there's people out there that want to send me money, man, and I need to, I need to make that happen. I need to, sort it out. But I used to have a PayPal account. I used to use it for eBay, to buy stuff on eBay.
Yeah.
Before I discovered Amazon, and I use Amazon is much better. They've got better drop-off points and collection points than that. So yeah.
Yeah, they have. You're right.
But yeah, I used to use PayPal. Okay.
eBay and PayPal are up each other's asses, aren't they?
Yeah,
Saying
right.
they're a separate thing. That's a crock of shit, isn't it?
They're in bed.
They're definitely
They're in bed together, right?
Of course they are.
Yeah.
They make out they're not, and on paper probably so. But listen, decisions always seem to go eBay's way, don't they?
Mm.
I went through it when I was doing the tool business and that, and they were cruel, and it wouldn't even bear.
He's talking about his tool again, for goodness sake.
Is that why you're called Cool Tools? Because there's something to do with tools. Can you explain that quickly to me? I've never heard it.
Sorry.
Can you explain that to me? Because I've never heard it.
Never heard
the story.
Oh no, I was doing power tools and various tools, mostly imported from the USA or
he likes experimenting with tools.
The UK.
That's cool. That's cool.
You don't know what he's doing with them, though, do you?
Oh, fucking and it
sounds like
because I was in the trades.
Argument or something.
I knew a lot of people because I was in the trades myself, so I knew loads and loads of people, and I based it on that first of all, just people I knew, and a lot of them, they top grade tools. I was Hilti, Milwaukee, DeWalt, everything.
DeWalt, yeah, they're good. You're talking about power tools.
Yeah,
specifically,
mostly power tools, but hand tools as well.
He likes changing batteries.
There was plenty that I was doing. I'd take an order in mid-March to be processed.
So I'm in one of them moods. I do
at the end of March, yeah. And that would be somebody's order for the whole year. Someone's order for the whole year. I'm talking all their blades, all their bits and pieces they needed, not just what extra power tools they were going to order. Everything.
So
for
did
the
you
whole
actually
year.
work? Did you actually work for yourself or for a big company?
No, for myself.
Oh, cool.
Him and his
That is the best way.
attachments.
Well, I was in the
Yeah,
trades
like
myself. I had
Hoover attachments.
I had a damp
We actually
proofing
spoke
company.
about that on my channel a while back. It
But
came rather filthy quick, didn't it, Tonkin?
I was getting some big orders from people I knew, and they were getting it like
Oh
on
yeah,
the run
big
to
orders.
end of the tax year. End of the tax year, like some of the orders were huge. Because
Yeah.
then what they do is they put it in before April the 5th and, get their VAT and all that back as well. So
Big
he was
yeah.
all right, I was surprised myself. But because I was
payloads.
But you did.
saving them a fortune,
Payloads.
it was all right,
He liked a good payload.
And then
Okay,
the
so you were
eBay
like
thing,
you were like the middleman for the
Yeah.
power tool business. Cool.
well,
He likes
all
to be in the
right.
middle of a sandwich.
Then the eBay thing happened. Doing that,
Yeah.
and
He puts it on eBay.
Put
yeah,
that
I
on.
started doing it on eBay a bit, and the Black Friday
at a
before it
discounted
started
rate.
slowing down.
I've got an echo. Hang on a sec.
The Black Friday
little
before
bit
it
of
was slowing down, I turned over 11 grand just on that week.
Shut up, shut up.
Herbert.
So that was really good. But then pandemic started. I was starting to get a few health issues as well with something that was going on.
2020, the year of the
Pardon?
virus. 2020, the year of the virus.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It all started slowing down. Yeah, it all started.
that one.
I didn't get it though. I was okay. Funnily
No,
enough.
I didn't get it till last year.
Yeah, but I got it twice last year
No, it was
myself.
this year I got it. I got it in March.
Christ.
I got it at the end of December and then again this year.
Yeah. Was it bad? Did it hit you hard?
Yeah, it's a fucking cops.
No,
that
it
gave me
wasn't
the
too bad for
fuckers.
me. I actually caught it in hospital.
It's mad purple. The cops broke into my house and gave me it. Cheeky fucks.
The cops broke into your house and gave you COVID.
Yeah, they did.
Oh
and they,
my
and
god.
they gave her a bit of a black truncheon as well, but she can't remember much about that.
What?
She said she felt like a bit of roasted chicken that Leo was going to eat.
The plot thickens.
Oh, please don't. I don't want to be thinking of black
Luckily, the
truncheons
mayonnaise
right now.
wasn't too thick either.
Oh,
That's good then.
I'm allergic to
No,
it. Will
no,
you fucking stop?
Yes, you reckon she got off the coppers?
Oh, I did it. They were the only people that
Only
came near
people she
me.
saw.
Because I was coming down with a slight cold. And it was
I
Just
I
from
caught
say-
it in
before
hospital,
Christmas,
believe
so-
it or not.
Did
Fucking
they
hospital.
did they cough on you? Did they cough all over you or what?
Well, it did everything all over her, apparently.
Breathing the same air.
Yeah, the copper was like, it was less than a metre away from me. And he wouldn't get out of my
Tonkin
house.
was really jealous.
Yeah.
They just stormed into my bedroom. No fucking warning. I mean, I could have been fucking naked for all they knew.
I thought you was naked by the time
No, no.
They never give you a proper warning, do they? They always say they do, but they don't.
No,
Well, when it comes to my house,
they
they
turned
do.
around and said it was a
Clear.
welfare
Boom.
check.
Mm.
Didn't it? Because obviously
Explosive
I've got
entry nowadays.
PTSD and the cops like set
Explosive
me off.
entry.
But very explosive entry. A lot of blokes do
Sorry.
have explosive entries. But hey,
Well, or explosive withdrawal.
More about the explosive exits.
Yeah, explosive exit.
God's sake.
Don't spill any of that. I'm already a
Anyway.
fucking father.
Oh Jesus!
No, so this
You're
I
mixing
won't-
a very serious.
going a bit
We're
down.
mixing a very serious subject with humour.
Yeah,
That's a bit.
It went a bit
I
down. and
actually got it bad New Year's Eve when I started to really feel it, and I thought, you fucking assholes.
Yeah. Somebody
Well,
gave it to
I
you.
was going to ask the coppers, you know, when they use the old still saw, not still saw, when they use the reciprocating saw on the door, I
Reciprocating
thought,
saw.
where do you get your blades from? Can I supply the police force? Yeah, they come to someone I could see. They had the Milwaukee fucking recip saw using the best blades. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
thought, oh, fucking hell.
Isn't
they'd
it
be a good
amazing
customer.
that they call it a red key, but it's not even red?
We're back to tools again.
The
Cool.
recip saw was red. It was a Milwaukee.
So you
But
think
yeah,
it's
the red key.
important to have the best? You think it's important to have the best tools that money can buy?
Yes.
I don't
How do
really want to be buying men, so you want to explain that one?
Why do you know?
Well,
How do you know that? Like, why is that important to you?
what? Why is it important to me?
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, if you're using that tool all the time and you buy a cheap one, it's always breaking.
You need to
But
be
if you
able
buy
to
an
rely
expensive,
on it.
if you buy an expensive one, it's more reliable.
You get the use out of
Yeah.
it.
I've
That's
never
true.
known that about a
usually
bloke
they
before, but
have the
hey,
power to do the job.
bloke reliable. Yeah, that's a misnomer, isn't it?
I don't think we're
Yeah.
not talking about penis. We're not talking about penises. Vix, sorry.
I'm
No,
Not
no,
this
Vic
time.
was into rampant rabbit,
I'm
but they
kidding,
don't make a big
obviously.
enough one now.
That's for the next
Fuck
conversation.
off. Jesus
They don't
Christ.
make a big enough rampant rabbit for her. So,
Right.
I
I
could
bought a
care.
rampant rabbit for my ex-girlfriend once. She loved it. She really
yeah,
loved
she
it.
fucking fucked up after she got that, didn't she?
Yeah, that's why she do it.
No,
My missus don't want to
no,
know.
she wore it
liked them
out,
fucking
man.
ears.
She broke
She liked,
it. She
yeah,
fucking wore it out.
my missus loved them little ears.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking, how could I get
They're
some
like
of them welded to my tongue?
they're supposed to tickle the clit, aren't they?
Yeah,
From
they
both
love
sides.
them ears, don't they?
Mm,
Yeah. I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
get them ears. They'd be going fucking everywhere, them bastards.
It can vibrate like crazy though. It's
Don't ever
like when
push one
if you
down
turn
your
it up
jap
to.
side, though, mate.
Oh no, I wouldn't never
Yeah,
do
I've
that.
split my jap side with one of them.
Mm,
Oh,
It's
no
not
way.
a jap side now. It's a fisheye.
You could sue the company and get some compensation money.
No, I was in the moment. I couldn't think of compensation. I was thinking of dispensation. Trying to
You
think
having a
about
laugh or what?
roofing a house. I was trying not to be an asshole, and I was trying to think about roofing a house to take my fucking mind off of it. Counting from 300 backwards.
oh my days.
Could have just turned it off.
You know, Rachel's called Rachel Rampant Rabbit.
Ah, I don't know Rachel. I've never heard of Rachel.
Yeah.
Marshall, you
somebody-
do realise that you're describing your missus on a live stream like that. She might see this.
It's alright. She's been described in a lot worse places than
What
this.
colour was it? What colour was it? I think it was pink.
It's
Rampant
misty.
rabbit.
Pinkish or
It-
pink or
It's
purple.
purpley and pink.
Yeah. That's what I
Purpley.
remember.
Like a
But-
clearish
Yeah.
sort of purpley pink, yeah?
I think you can get.
Like I said, she
colours and all that. I'm
she-
not
she-
sure. I'm
she
not an
wore it
expert
out,
in
man.
sex toys.
She wore it
Funnily
out.
enough,
She completely
you see your
rinsed it.
emoji?
You had to throw it away. My
See your
emoji, yeah?
emoji on your screen?
Yep.
Pretty much like that. Is that Rampant Rabbit cutting out? It's got that core down the middle,
that
hasn't it?
is
Is
his
that full of,
ex's.
some
Which
sort
one?
of substance?
That's
You're
his
talking about
ex's, the one
mine?
that broke.
Yeah, your emoji. Look at the colour. Looks like a Rampant Rabbit cut in half.
It's fucking cannabis leaves, man. It's little cannabis
it?
leaves, different colours.
Well,
Look at zoom in on it. Look
Okay.
at it closely.
isn't it?
Yeah,
There's
no,
nothing
I better
No,
not
There's
try and
nothing.
do that.
There's
I'll end up
nothing
licking you.
vibratorish about it.
I could actually see that.
Looks
but-
like it's vibrating.
There's purples. There's pinks. There's blues.
It's the
Yeah.
thing,
There's no greens.
Marshall loves anything that pulsates. Come on,
Black
Fred.
background.
Interesting.
But it's like a button. It's like a button. You push
Yeah.
the button. And
Oh,
That's
You know?
cool.
sorry, Clint.
I just found it on some internet site. I like it.
So, was it the Mackie D's that made her throw up, or did you do something really horrible
Wow,
to
she's
her?
throwing up.
Or was it the
What have you done
conversation?
to her, mate? How you stuck something right down there to make her sick?
A little less conversation and a little more action, please.
Deary me, Clint. Are we going to do a live with her throwing up?
Oh, gee.
Tonkin loves that type of thing.
Oh, no, that's disgusting.
Yeah, he
That's
likes
a
it.
shame.
He likes it when a
You
woman
enjoy that
chokes.
food and then you're throwing it up.
Mm.
Okay,
Is
here's
that
a
who's this
question.
Who's this Tonkin guy? I don't think I've seen you before.
Tonkin, the voice of
Oh,
You're
I've
new
been
to
around.
me.
Oh, I've been around. Vic
Yeah?
shows me.
It certainly has a trollop.
Do you go on any of the auditing channels?
Yeah, I do sometimes and that. Oh, yeah.
Which ones do you like the best?
Oh, well, the thing is, I actually started off watching the American auditing channels and
Well, they
then
started it before we did, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
and that.
Because they've
Yeah,
needed
but
to do it.
Yeah, I used to
Say-
watch a lot of burn audits and that lot, and
Oh,
and Live
Blackburns.
Free.
Cool.
Yeah, and Live Free.
Live Free.
Well,
Live Free was the shit back in the
wouldn't you
day, man.
class
He
her
was.
I know, man.
slow? Wouldn't you class slow
Best.
as an auditor?
What's happened to
really?
Live Free? Because that's where I used to see you.
He's still in prison, mate. I think he's still inside.
Still there? I thought he would have been out by now.
Nah.
But he went in for something else, didn't he? I don't know much about.
Did he get?
Chris, to be
What did he
fair.
get for conveying an article?
I haven't seen the article, but the news article. I've looked for it, but I've heard from different conversations with different people that I know and trust that he basically he went to where his girlfriend was living, his place. He smashed the windows in, like basically terrorized her. Smashed the windows in, then just went in and beat her up.
Really?
And that's why Shannon.
Sounds, yeah,
I don't know that. I don't know that for a fact. You know,
No.
don't
No,
shoot the
he
messenger.
wouldn't do
But that's what I heard, and that's
The
why
pressure's got to
that's
him.
pretty
He
much
was on
why
the run, wasn't he?
almost everyone is just drops him like a hot, like a fucking hot potato.
That's what I thought.
I actually heard
Because-
that story myself, and I thought, right, well, I'm
I
not
did
gonna
hear that
repeat
story, but-
that. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Why
crazy,
would he
but
do that when his kids are there?
I don't know.
Well, she
Maybe he
had
thought
loved
she
him
was-
first.
I met Chris.
Maybe
and
he
I
thought
did
she was
think he
cheating on him.
Somebody who tried to change his
Well,
life and done quite good.
Even so, you don't do that. When
of course.
She was the mother. She's the mother of his
That's what I
children.
mean, the mother of your children, and he was
Three kids.
trying to be the family man. And
And she was
and
also taking
that.
in his oldest
do you
child.
think it's
as well,
the
didn't
pressure of
she?
him being on the run and maybe he's got pissed or something like that?
Maybe he
He's
did.
gotta be
You know,
angry.
he did have anger issues. He admitted that.
Well,
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
But
If that's seriously fucking
Understandable,
he's a
but
tit for
not
doing it, I tell him straight to his face.
not
he,
laudable.
He's a tit for doing
he
it.
was getting trolled a lot, wasn't he, as well? But he brought it on himself, to be fair.
But
To
insane.
take it out on the ones you love.
Well, no,
No.
I don't know, like
wouldn't do that. No.
pardon.
Do you think he got the wrong end of the stick? Maybe thinking that she's talked.
Possible.
I
because-
actually couldn't see Shannon doing that because she
No, I
really
couldn't.
did love
I couldn't,
him.
No, but that's what I said. The wrong end of the stick because didn't he have some issues where he was almost caught a few times when he was on the run, and he was trying to suss out why, and he's got the wrong end of the stick, thinking that she's been pressurized by the police to say where he is because she met up with him at Christmas, didn't she, and things like that.
Yeah.
But then he was very lucky on a couple of occasions. They come right to where he was, and he was very, very lucky that he got away.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he got caught.
I
up or
don't
he
think I
hadn't.
don't think Eddie knows this guy. I mean, he may do. I
Yeah,
don't know.
it's
But
Live Free.
Live Free was the best. It was
quite
the
a
best,
good channel.
most
He
exciting,
was-
fearless auditor ever.
and
Oh, yeah.
then he
Those
changed.
Yeah,
guys did a lot
I'm
of
familiar with some of the auditors, but I wouldn't be like up on the whole lot of
Oh,
them. You know?
he used to do
Yeah.
them on prisons and things like that, and that's what he was good at. And then he started to change I think when the money started to get, better for him, he started to change, in my opinion.
Yeah, when he used to wear a gold bracelet, didn't he? Always showing it off
and all
on
that
camera and
ring
shit.
everything. That's
Yeah.
probably because he's never really had money in the past.
Well, he was always humble and all of that, and he sort of lost that, in
It's
my opinion.
investment, though, isn't it, as well?
He did come from a poor upbringing, yeah. Seems
Yeah,
like.
and it's investment. When you got gold, you got money, haven't you?
Hmm.
Because
Well,
like things
yeah,
come
but,
on hard times.
He definitely made some smart investment moves. But
well, I didn't think it was fair though when people would sort of see his
conquering his emotions. Different story, maybe.
his story and that, and people would say, "Which granny did you rob that from?" and stuff like that. It's like, oh, for goodness' sake,
Yeah.
that was rather terrible.
I liked the way he was trying to rise up above all them sort of comments, and he was doing really well with it. But to lose it with your own family, how true that is. That's the worst letdown you could have
I
done.
actually think he got to smoking the
Let
wrong weed.
it off
I
with
don't
the
think the
fucking
weed
troll,
was
for God's
helping
sake.
him.
Somebody, I heard somebody suggested he might have been smoking the old crack. I didn't want to believe it because I thought he was smarter than that.
I wouldn't know. I mean,
No.
he could
Hope
have been
not.
smoking weed with spice in it. You just don't know, do you? Because some people put spice in stuff, don't they?
Yeah, it's. I don't think that would help any weed dealer. To be honest, they wouldn't. People wouldn't come back after they
No.
smoked some of that shit. It wouldn't make them want to go get more, would it?
No.
It wouldn't me anyway. I've tried spice. It's just
I
curiosity.
haven't.
I had to try it,
It's a totally
I had
different
to
thing,
try it.
isn't it?
but it's not nice. So never
Fucking
again.
mad. I'd never try
Never
it.
again.
I don't even smoke cigarettes yet.
I
all
saw
of that
these
stuff.
guys. Do you know where it was? It was actually Hull City Centre.
I've
And
never been to Hull.
It was
Sounds like a
absolutely
cool place,
just
though.
like, because believe it or
You're
not,
not missing much, I don't think.
the stuff the stuff that's put on spice is just banana leaf sprayed with a solution, which is used to make fish dormant in
Right.
lakes and rivers. It makes
It's
fish
like a fish.
dormant.
Fish poison. Ugh.
It makes them dormant, so they float to the top, and then you scoop them up and you put them in barrels or whatever, and you transport them to the next place. That's what
So
it's
the
used for.
fucks.
Well,
So what
when
does
I
it do
went
to
Hull,
us?
there was all people led on the floor like that, like they've been made dormant, like fucking fish. Seriously, it's exactly that. And when I told people what it really was, they didn't believe me, first of all. Like I said, it's a fish tranquilizer. It comes in huge 25-litre barrels. And they
Like
said,
horse
no, it
tranquilizer.
isn't. No, it isn't. A fish tranquilizer. And they said, no,
Well,
it isn't. And then they
look
looked
I've
at
heard
it.
this.
like ketamine, do we?
All
Yeah,
kinds of
just,
all kinds of chemicals in there, and they're not natural, and they're usually
No.
made in some kind of dirty underground lab with no fucking health and safety regs or shit. They probably don't even wash their hands before they handle the drugs. You know, very low quality control. That's why you don't want anything to do with it.
See, the reason I actually found out it was that stuff as well,
Just my
because I
opinion.
knew someone who had a shop in London on Brick Lane. One of
Oh,
them
yeah.
shops, one of them
Head shop.
legal highs.
Oh, yeah.
Legal high shops on Brick
Back
Lane
in the days
London.
when it was legal, of course.
Yeah.
Before 2018.
And he had a load of this leaf, banana leaf or whatever it was. He had loads of it, and he had it in a big, massive, like plastic container thing, and he's spraying it with a pump that he filled up, with, like a garden sprayer. Garden sprayer, and he said, I spray it 3 times. Then it dries underneath a lamp, and then they bag it up. That's how they were doing it. They're making fortunes. All their stuff that was coming, they'd have sent to another unit. It was coming from, a lot of it was coming from Israel. Going to another unit, so it went directly to the shop. And then they would take it from the unit to the shop and then process it.
Yeah,
In small amounts.
and making a lot of
They
people
had
very ill.
tons of it.
I couldn't fucking make my money that way. I could never. I'm too honest. I could never do that, knowing that
these
I'd be
guys, they were.
causing harm and confusion and
Oh,
all
yeah,
kinds of
definitely.
shit to people.
I mean, them guys, I'd met them because I was doing a
Fuck
contract.
the money.
I was doing a contract for one of them,
Yeah.
and it was a big seller job. They were having their house. They were multi-millionaires from it.
Mhm.
They had 2 shops, and also the mail order thing. They couldn't keep up with it. They said, "We can't take more than a month's business at a time
Well,
because they
as far
couldn't get the stuff quick enough."
as far as I can see, and I've known some people who bang into spice, if you like. As far as I can tell, that they used it. A lot of people used it as a cheaper substitute to cannabis because it was about half the price for the same amount, and it gets you more wasted than cannabis. But
It's huge in prisons, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess I've heard, but for the manufacturers or the producers to label it as synthetic cannabis, now that is just fucking wrong, because it's nothing like it. It's nothing like cannabis. You cannot compare the two effects.
I've sort of
I've
seen
tried it.
people on both, and after the person's done some spice, say for example, they can't fucking walk or move.
No,
Yeah.
they were like
And I've never seen people like that after
They're
a
on the
joint.
floor, absolutely fucking vegged out, couldn't stand up, nothing.
I call it the
That's
zombie
actually very
drugs.
dangerous.
Seen people like zombie out just walk around under the influence, and they're just like they're not even there.
The thing at
Well, it
one
was
point,
exactly
it was
like
legal, wasn't
when
it?
I'd seen it being, I'd seen that substance
Mental
being
zombies.
used when I was a kid. I used to do fishing when I was a kid, and
Uh,
this one lake, the owners were taking the fish out of one lake and moving it to another and draining the lake and doing some work on it. And that's what they did. They used something. I didn't know what it was at the time, but later on in life, obviously, you got to know. But I remember it being used. All the fish were on the surface, flapping a little bit, but couldn't even breathe. I'm amazed people don't have the breathe. Where they can't breathe from it.
it's mildly
But it doesn't quite
trippy.
tranquilise you enough, does it?
It's some kind of weird trip effect, but it's nothing
That's
good.
it. Yeah,
Like,
it
it's not
allows
like
you to
acid.
keep your breathing facility, doesn't it?
But your consciousness isn't there. It's not with your body. It's kind of. It's not far away, but it's not. You're not you're not in control of your body. So I was out of it for about half an hour when I smoked a little bit on a Rizla, just like a spliff's worth. And it even they even make it look a bit like cannabis, but you can tell it's not, because it's like these little green little like flakes.
Yeah,
and it's just you're like, that is not fucking weed, dude.
Yeah,
Because I actually had some. Yeah, well, I had some guy in Bournemouth downtown, some dodgy fucking homeless guy sell me some spice as weed. He was selling, said I got some nice weed here, man. You go check it on for £10. I was like, that's not even £10 worth. So I'll give you a fiver for it. And it was like, it was fucking spice, man. It wasn't until later I took a proper look at it, and I was like, that is not fucking weed, dude.
So you didn't do it intentionally then?
No, I had.
I mean, it's evil shit.
I tried a little bit, but then I was so careful. I put most of it aside, and I just tried. I just a little sprinkle, and that was
Yeah,
enough
be
to get
very
me
careful
so
around that.
so fucked out of my fucking mind that I will never ever do it again. It's just horrible shit.
Yeah.
It
So,
should definitely
let's stop
be banned.
talking about it.
Good night then,
Yeah,
Clint.
exactly.
I hope Max is okay.
Let's talk
Lovely
about
to
nicer
talk to
things
her.
like puppies and rainbows and fluffy clouds.
Mental, I mean,
And pots of gold.
when
Or
I
just
saw
better
people like
drugs.
that, do you know, I was actually very worried in case my
Pots
son
of
tried
gold.
it. You know, my son's at a certain age. Fortunately, he's not into that really, but you never know, because I come across my son when his mates, a couple of his mates, were skinning up in the car. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
and
You
you know,
caught him
I know,
red-handed, did you?
basically, yeah. But then, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if I had a problem with it, they know they had a problem, yeah. But it was like, you know what I mean? I knew my son wasn't interested in that, but it still crosses your mind, you know, what if he got curious? Maybe he'd had the
Yeah.
odd split, and you know, he's had a bit of that. But fortunately,
Yeah.
he's a sportsman, but, you know,
Mhm.
it still crosses your mind a little bit because I did catch his two mates skinning up in the car, yeah? And
Sure. It's probably good weed.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
probably really nice
Okay.
weed.
How, I think
How
they're
old was
just
he?
like odd time lads. My son at the
How
time
old
was
was he at
about
the time?
18.
18. Well, that's not that
Yeah, my
fucking
son
young,
was
is
about
it?
18 at the time. His two mates were the same, the kids he went to school with. But like he's 22 now, and I know he's not into that shit. But
That's cool.
yeah, it's just when the spice thing was getting huge, I was thinking, fucking hell, I hope he don't go anywhere near that. Because apparently it's highly addictive as well.
Yeah, I've heard
I
it
mean,
can be.
I don't know why you'd be addicted to that fucking feeling. A lot of people get taken advantage of. I see some videos where they're in prison. It's a huge thing in prison.
Yeah.
And people are doing crazy things to even get a little bit of it.
Well, I understand. It gets you out. It gets you out of it. It really does. But it's not safe. It's not safe to be. It's fine if you're on your own. Maybe if you're locked in your, you're safely locked in your cell or your room, whatever. That's fine. But you do not want to be out with people with strangers and stuff like that. You'd be. I'd be. I wouldn't be able to
Yeah, there
handle
was
it.
people who were taking somebody's best punch in the face for a joint spice. And
That's
it was
dumb.
like people getting advantage taken of them in a cruel way.
That's
They
fucking
were doing some
dumb.
mad shit, like really mad shit on this video that had come from British prison, and they were saying that because it doesn't show up on drug tests, it became popular because of that as well, and because it gets you out of it, passes the time, etc., and you're not going to get a consequence because they can't detect it unless they catch you red-handed.
Well, I think it's very dangerous. I think it's pure chemicals. It's not been made, probably not been made very cleanly, and it's just there to make money out of people's misery, and I don't think that's a good thing. So,
of course not. No.
I would not support it in any way.
No.
No.
There's better ways to get out of it,
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm glad that I've never experienced it because it's almost as if I know it's a catalyst for a lot of people's demise.
I actually think it's better being high on life than high on anything else, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
It'd be
wrong
nice
with
to be
that,
high. Be nice to be high on life. But how do you get there? How do you get high on life? Like if you're low, say, how would someone go about?
I use meditation for me personally.
Hey, meditation. Now you're talking. What kind of meditation do you like?
I'm a Buddhist. I like all kinds. But
I'm a Buddhist as well. I'm not practicing, but
it's nice.
I believe in the. I've read the tenets of Buddhism and everything, and I think it's the greatest thing. It's not even a religion though. It's like a psychology, isn't it?
It is, but it isn't.
Sort of.
It's a fascinating religion, isn't it?
They don't have a church. They
No.
don't have any churches. Or
They have lots of temples, though.
yeah, I'd love to see one.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what I'd be like
Mostly
going
in
up
the
all
east,
of
aren't
those steps. I mean, they're always like up on like
China, India,
yeah,
Thailand.
exactly.
Nepal, which is where it's originally from.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fascinating.
like when I said that to my family, that they went bloody nuts, and I'm like, seriously? If I'd have come out and said, "Oh, I'm gay," they probably would have went, "Oh, all right, whatever," because I lived in Brighton at that time. But no, that was very blunt, wasn't it? Oh shit! I didn't mean it like that, but shit.
You're not gay, are you?
No, of course not.
Well, you'd be a
Definitely
lesbian.
not.
If you were gay, you'd be a lesbian, wouldn't you? As they call it.
Well, yeah, I'm not a geezer, am I?
Exactly.
What was it? Keir Starmer saying? What was it? He said that was on a British TV. That loads of memes have been said about it, about women with what was it? Blokes or I can't remember whether he's talking about men or women, but changing their sexes and all that. And it's like, what the fuck is this shit?
It's a little bit weird though. I find like
Transgender, is it?
transgender thing.
Yeah, he was talking about that, but I couldn't remember whether or not he was mentioning women first or men first or vice versa.
I find it a bit strange that the cases I most hear about and the people I've run into, met personally, have all been male to female. I've never seen it the other way around. I know it does happen, but I've just never met one. So
I know.
might be something to that.
Maybe.
There's a channel that I watch, and he's quite famous. So if I can get the name up, he's he does this type of stuff all the time, you know.
Not the guy from Father Ted.
No, it's not. This guy is American.
Oh yeah.
I think Purple's trying to blame it all on the Irish, eh?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm
Most
kidding.
of them are
kidding.
dead nowadays, actually.
What? Sorry.
Most of them are dead, actually, nowadays.
Yeah. Like most of the best people are dead. Not all of them, like.
Oh, thanks for that.
Present company accepted, of course. Exception.
So, how long have you been into Buddhism then? That's a question
Me?
for you.
Since I was like 17 or so, I suppose. That's when I started my serious spiritual journey. And started taking LSD and stuff. And smoking weed. Yeah, it was.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the drug part of it. Jesus Christ.
It was all kind of intermixed, really. But I read a lot of books. I'm a big reader, so I've read a lot of books about spirituality.
Yeah, I know.
I started reading up on it at the age of 13.
And I met some. What are they called? They're not Buddhists exactly, but Glastonbury. They're vegetarians. Hare Krishna. There you go. I met some Hare Krishnas at Glastonbury, and they were the nicest, kindest people. And they were making like vegetarian curries with rice and just giving it out to everyone. And it was just the best, man. I love those people. I never joined because I'd have to shave my head, and I don't want to shave my head, so I'm not joining.
Uh-huh.
But I like what they do. and I like how they,
How
I
they
like some of the
think.
things they do. Yeah. So, yeah,
Well,
that's the
it's
closest
it's the energy
I've
that
ever
comes
got
off
to
of me.
Buddhism.
You can normally tell, can't you? To be fair,
Yeah,
but
the
it's
chanting, specifically the chanting, takes them to a higher vibration, and that
yeah,
I think that's
it
true.
does. I'm not too sure.
Hare Krishna.
I'm not sure about the chanting part for me because it used to like play havoc with my head. Don't know why. I prefer, with the meditation part, without all of that. And
Well, there's many different kinds of meditation.
oh no!
So,
But all these different frequencies that would make me go on weird ones, and I'm like, oh my god, it would really affect my energy levels in a not a good way. And I was speaking to my doctor, and my doctor was like looking at me as if I was like high on something, and I'm like, no, I'm actually speaking English to you. I'm not off my head on drugs. I'm talking to you like a person. And he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, and I'm like, oh my god. Okay then. I said,
yeah,
he said,
doctors can be full of shit.
and then he got his prescription pad out and started writing. I said, what are you writing a prescription for? I don't need anything. Fuck's sake.
What was he going to give you?
Oh,
Fucking
I wouldn't know.
Antidepressants.
Arbutin,
Prozac.
Oh, I was certainly not fucking low at that point, and not really low anyway, to be fair. But no, I think probably the opposite.
Hey, I got some. Once I got some free Viagra from my doctor. He had these sample packs. He just gave.
What?
It was only two. It was only 2 pills, but I had
stingy bastard.
I don't know. I was having a bit of trouble with my, just satisfying my ex-girlfriend. So that really helped.
She was used to the rampant rabbit, and you weren't fulfilling it
Yeah.
anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she was like 7 years younger than me, so she was a bit. She could be a bit demanding at times, but I didn't mind.
That is a woman, darling. Come on.
And I wasn't complaining, but
So you're saying she had too much of a high sex drive for you?
yeah, a bit.
That's probably just women in general, because I normally find women a lot more higher sex drive than men. I don't know if that's
So,
true.
but if they're in an exclusive relationship with you, and they're constantly telling you that they love you, and you're saying it back, and this goes on for months and months and months, and then she gets pregnant. Oh, it was complex, man. My girlfriend got pregnant really quickly, and in the first couple of months we were together, and she was supposed to be taking her pills, but she forgot. She just forgot for a few weeks, and
you don't forget for a few weeks now.
And she's pregnant, and oh my god! And it's like, what the fuck do we do? So yeah.
Well, I actually fell pregnant. I had the
That was fun.
injectable one in my arm. So how the fuck can that be explained? It just didn't work on me, and we used protection as well, and I still got pregnant. It was like, what the fuck? So
well, condoms. If you use condoms correctly, they're supposed to be 98%, 99% effective.
Well, obviously, I was the unlucky 1%, and I had the injectable pill in my arm as well.
Wow.
So I still got pregnant.
Shit. Some must have spilled out. Some must have spilled over or something. I don't know.
I know better, but
spilled over. I knew it spilled over when I was in the doctor's surgery, and I said to him, look, I've done this home test and it came out positive. Have I got a dodgy home test? And he said, look, I will get you one of mine and I'll do a blood test just to make sure. And he goes, nope, you are pregnant. I said, well, how the fuck did that happen?
Well,
and he said,
I'm just going to say quickly.
Would you like me to explain it to you? Yeah, I said, no. I said, well, how the hell? This pill's supposed to last 5 years. and I use protection as well. I mean, for fuck's sake.
Just a minute. There's only one watching. There's us on the panel. Tonkin's gone off because he's fallen asleep. I was dropping off a little bit. So I'm going to end it now.
Are we boring you?
No, I'm going to end it now and we can chat backstage, yeah?
Can do if you want.